You and me both, buddy.
I've superglued this scene 3 times with miniature glue. Stay, please.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So. Anywho. That was a good moment. But I meant more of your feely moments, as in your character, their interaction with something, and so your interaction as a character to the world, and like how Nyla said that her moment was like how Dwindle would catch the others as they would fall unconscious. Moments like that.
Getting roped into dancing.
Yeah. So, moments that basically felt like your character was able to emotionally grow in the world through the interactions.
Pink's moment. That the outside world was actually worth being out into.
That's fair. That sudden feeling of being able to find something in the world that's worth exploring the outside for. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, those are all really good moments. But if I had to choose moments, combat-wise, I think my favorite has to be how every fight, at least once, so far, May falls.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Every time.
Every single time. And it's not even the idea that I enjoy getting her down or like making her fall in a fight. It is the fact that every fight I manage to do it on accident. Because I'm not paying attention to y'all's health. Because that would just be me targeting at that point. I'd be like, oh, well, this person's really low. Even though this person's right next to them and did all the damage, I'm going to go for them. Like, Yep. It's the Mario fall fail sound. That was very much... Yep. Yeah. But I think emotional wise, I think my favorite interactions so far had my favorite emotional interaction as a DM for each of you was Odil's reaction to the old Goliath and how she interacted with him. For Dwindle, the dancing, actually getting him to show that, yes, exterior-wise, he is a classic dwarf. He's very outwardly just gruff and very doesn't want to interact. He doesn't enjoy that kind of interaction, but the idea that inside he is still a person. And then with Nyla and her interactions, my favorite emotional ones have to be how she makes it seem as though she does not want to be around other people, and how she doesn't want to interact with other people because of her own personal issues. But every time that she is needed, she is there. Every time that someone is in need of her help, she is there. Now, with May, my favorite interactions with her when it comes to emotional stuff is her very fighter, kind of like energetic and ready to fight kind of personality melts away whenever she finds something she enjoys. And I find that very entertaining and very interesting because it shows multiple sides of her personality. She is always ready to fight, and she does find things very interesting, but there are a few things that she finds specifically interesting that show a different personality on her side, and it makes me very entertained as a DM and as a person who's watching your characters develop. So those are probably my favorite moments so far.
I have to add, though, one of my favorite moments between Odd and May is Odd trying to tell May, no, you can't kidnap a person. While she's trying to get the urine-soaked clothes off of herself.
Oh, murder? No murder? Murder? No murder.
No.
Moida?
You was like the
No.
mom in the situation, like half of her height.
With official, not even half.
I'm like a fourth or a third of her height.
Oh.
Big fairy. I'm expecting like something like this big.
Yeah, I'm taller. I'm taller.
Oh man, it's wonderful. All of y'all have wonderful interactions, and it makes me very happy as a DM.
Yeah, if you can find a place to sit, you can sit on Dwindle's shoulder.
Yeah.
No, I'm not that small. So I would still be okay with getting picked up. Actually, that's a funny thing. When it was just me and Nyla one day talking, I disclosed this to her, but Odd would be so happy and thrilled being picked up by anybody. She has no anger issues towards that at all. She wants to be picked up. If May was in her monstrous form and picks her up and put her on her shoulders, she'll be the happiest thing on the planet.
You're official. Is it because you're off the ground, or?
Yeah, because I'm off the ground and high. Yeah.
That's fair.
She has no anger issues towards it. She wants it. She just won't say it.
That's fair.
Upsies.
If your characters were brought to real life, what would you do with them or ask them? I.e., arm wrestling Dwindle 2, writing new inventions with Odiel. For the DM, who currently introduced is my favorite character to roleplay as. I will answer that one afterwards. But what would you all do with your characters?
I don't.
Not try to sit and have a long talk with her.
Just sit down and have a long chat.
I would go broke so quickly because he would just eat and keep eating, and I'm like, I would take him to a buffet and we could be kicked out.
Oh my gosh.
All the bacon and eggs.
Yes. Bacon and eggs.
Not a lot of bacon and eggs.
Forge.
All the bacon and eggs.
I would definitely ask him that. Teach me how to forge. Like seriously, like wow.
Mm-hmm. I would probably bring Odd to a planetarium, actually. While my kids decide to run around on Rovon's back.
That's fair.
Would Rovan be allowed in? No pets or animals.
He's neither.
He's neither. It doesn't matter.
He's a machine.
And if anything, he's actually probably a medical support animal if at that point because of things. So, because he carries her around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. But still, like I said, he'll probably be in my backyard, and the kids are on his back, and they're running around.
That's fair. Yeah, just the Gaming General said it could be considered a service animal.
Yep. My good boy.
But
I wonder if you could allow it on airplanes.
That's what I was thinking too. Was bring her to an airplane. She'd. Oh.
It just came to
or
me.
the mechanics that might explode in the airplane.
It just came to
One
me.
outweighs the other.
That's
I
right.
would watch the face of realization on Dwindle's face, or all the other characters' face when they realize they're just a character. They're just controlled.
There's a character. We're the ones that gave them the backstories. We're the ones that gave them the trauma.
I was smart. I didn't get mine.
Oh, the amount of trauma.
I didn't give him too much. People always say I make the edgiest of characters. I don't seem edgy at all.
Dwindle is your first character that is not edgy, James.
No, there's plenty of characters that aren't edgy.
Silver.
No, he's perfectly fine. He's got multiple reasons the way he is. It's perfectly fine.
Anyway. For the DM whom I currently introduced, or who currently is introduced, is my favorite character. I love all of my NPCs. You know what? That's a good question, and I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing silly characters like the gnome, and I enjoy playing characters like the Goliaths. I enjoy the interesting interactions between like Dwindle and the elf.
Alright, get more Flaming Broth where that came from.
I don't know who my favorite character to roleplay as is.
Is it for a character, like player character, or?
And for the DM, who currently introduced is your favorite character to roleplay as? Introduced.
Harkafresh. I feel like you really enjoy playing him.
Well, currently introduced is for Journey of Grandiasha. I don't think Horkathash has been introduced in this one.
Technically, it is Grandiasha.
Yes, but it's a different campaign. You know what? I'm going to be completely honest. Completely honest. I have not done a whole lot with him, but I enjoy role-playing as the Tarkin's young son, the young man that May met. For reasons. But he's probably my favorite so far. it'll make more sense in the future.
Intriguing.
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
Whether you all kill him, of course, or not, is always up to you with everything that's happened. However,
There's only so much I can hold my back from.
Seriously.
but
There's a dwarf from Flamingbrough here. Justice is very different over there. Especially since it's a human and not a natural dwarf. That could be bad, good.
but right now, I think he's probably my favorite to roleplay.
I'm gonna feed him to the cat. He loves that cat so much.
He does. For good reason. That cat was fun to describe. Yeah.
Honestly, when you were describing the cat, my brain went, I want to pet it.
Yeah, all of us just want to play with it.
Yep. Mountain snow lion. Massive. Massive creature. But that's probably my favorite to roleplay so far. There are a few other NPCs that the group hasn't found yet, but they'll come in time. Currently introduced, he's my favorite. What?
Think whatever questions are there.
I've introduced some of the random ones that me and Odile talked about that one day. Like what Disney character was.
Yeah. I don't know where. I think that's still in my binder. Still have to be careful about putting my tape down. I did get most of the glass, not all of it.
Oof. Careful.
Yeah. I was lucky. Only one of my things. And I have like 6 different glass items that fell.
Oof.
Only 6.
Yeah, almost 6.
Glass dies.
No. Like glass jars, glass cups, figurines, snow globes. What broke was this glass orb that was holding a flower in it. Shattered. But my floor now has a lot of glitter.
Oh no. Oh no. One word. Glitter. Bomb.
Glitter is just awful.
It's
So sparkly. Yeah, let's not make a mess.
Question for anyone. Currently, is there any projects that you're willing to share in terms of IRL or the campaign of Grandiasha, like things your character is planning to create?
Well, I wrote a poem for my character. I don't know if it's a spoiler. I can share it if you like. It's not something that my character wants shared yet, though.
Well, it's completely up to you. It's your character. If you'd rather reveal it later on when your character does, then that's up to you. As I said, it's your characters, and you all have the freedom to say no if you don't want to do something involving backstory
The thing is,
or.
I don't want to give spoilers to people who don't want them yet. I'm perfectly happy to share.
Yep, that's fair.
I'm good with spoilers.
Hmm.
Oh, and there goes James.
James had leaped across.
But you don't want to speak.
So wait, General, when you say in real life, like separately from this campaign, or like in real life but for this campaign? Like, why is my screen? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
However you'd like to view the question, though.
Oh, jeez.
Hmm.
Let me think.
Well, there is, I guess, the world I'm making for, I guess, DMing next, which may or may not be on this camp, be on the Will-O-Wisp Wood yet. I don't know. But yeah, we're winning, right, in the D&D terms for. Like I saw
Yeah.
that the OBL will not be changed.
Yep. They have decided to realize that they are losing and that the community is what made them. So, they may or may not making the original OGL 1.0A, the very one that we all know and love and play by, untouchable and irrevocable.
That's good. Because I haven't decided if it's gonna be Pathfinder or yet. Pathfinder or D&D. I might want to try 1D or this one, whatever they're gonna be calling it.
Mm. All I know is all I know is that Pathfinder is something I do want to try in the future, as it does seem interesting. So, have that to look forward to in the future, hopefully. But yes, Wizard of the Coast is keeping the 1.0, and it's going to stay for the foreseeable future. They're not going to be able to mess with it. They're not going to be able to touch it. It's not going to be able to be changed. They're keeping it as is.
That is good.
Yes, it is.
Very clear.
I think enough people unsubscribed from their D&D Beyond website for them to realize, this is an issue. And what's funny is this last year, I was looking at the numbers. Apparently, even though Wizards of the Coast has gone up in profits by 3% to 1.3 billion as of last year, Hasbro has been losing profits. They're actually laying people off. So Wizards of the
This
Coast,
kid should just split. They should just split.
they
Wizard of the
should,
Coast.
but they also shouldn't mess with the community, and we know how that went. So, when it comes to all of that, that's just drama, in my opinion. It's a big corporation thinking they have more power than they do, and then the very community that made them showing them how little power they actually have. So, I'm happy with the outcome, but for right now, I am still looking at Pathfinder. Not because of the fact that I hate D&D, but Pathfinder looks interesting, and I do feel like trying that at some point in the future. I feel like it would be pretty fun. Ah. Just gonna have to find time for it. That's really the only issue is time.
So much to do, so little time.
So much to do, so much to see, so what's wrong with taking the back streets? Never know if you
I
don't
have
go.
my poem pulled up if people do want to hear it.
Yes.
I have the poem pulled up if people want to hear it.
Sure.
This is the
Can I
villain?
not- What?
The villain? Or the BBG?
No,
No.
a poem.
Oh, I'm like,
Time for combat.
already.
Combat.
Roll initiative.
It's an adult red dragon. Ah, lovely. Where'd my egg go?
I need a perception check. Oh, well, I rolled a 2. Well, it seems like you're all fine. Seems? Yep, that is indeed the word I used.
There's a mimic nearby.
But if you want to read it, that's fine.
I love that so much. That little meme. Started the campaign. So, I have only put one mimic in this entire campaign. Tell them at the start. Just tell them at the start. I've only put one. let them destroy themselves.
I have only put one mimic in this entire world. You know, when you look up at the moon, it almost feels like it's looking back at you.
It's terrifying, bro.
That is indeed the point, yeah. It is wonderful. I love it. It's such a wonderful idea.
You ready?
Yes.
I can never outrun my shadow, despite all the effort I've tried. I've come and gone and traveled long, but in place I've the time felt that I could drown it in light, and since it went away, I thought I might be free. Until the fateful moment when the darkness overtook, so quickly snuffing all ideal and proved I once. And ever since I've been afraid, surrounded by such ken, and terror that I'd pass it on, destruction waits again.
I didn't catch the full of it, but it sounds fun. It says you cut out roughly, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
can copy
very
and paste
quiet.
it into the chat. I can also repeat it if you like, a little bit slower maybe.
You are very quiet.
Using different earbuds than I normally do. How's that? Is that any better?
A little bit.
Let's move it a little bit closer. Would you like me to read it again, or would one of you like to read it since I put it into the chat?
It's up to you.
I don't like decisions.
Would you like one of us to read it?
Would you like to read it? Yes.
Okay, who do you want to read it?
Any of whoever wants to.
Can our new
Okay,
can our new little noble friend read it? Friend.
I mean, I can certainly try.
From what I heard, from the bits I heard, I think this would be a perfect line for him to say. Or this is something that he would say. Somewhat.
We love you too, Bonkiv. We love you too, Kivy. Have a great time. Be safe. Okay. If you all are wanting me to do it as Mr. Royalty, I can certainly attempt. Oh.
only if you want to.
I am a circus monkey. I shall dance. I can never
Yeah, it's
outrun my shadow, despite all the effort I've tried. I've come and gone and traveled long, but no place left to hide. There was a time I thought that I could drown it in the light, and since it went away a while, I thought I might be right. Until the fateful moment when the darkness overtook, so quickly snuffing all I'd been, and proved I was mistook. And ever since I've been afraid, surrounded by such kin and terror that I'd pass it on. Destruction awaits again.
That's fun.
Funny enough, I just use my natural tone for him, but add a little bit of accentuation on certain parts. It is very entertaining.
Yes, it is.
That was a very nice poem, Nyla. I liked it.
Job.
The true rogue bard I am. It's so much fun making art for all of it.
Mhm.
As well as the ADHD head fixation.
Yes.
All the things.
So I can answer for what I'm planning for Odd and what I'm doing in real life. So for Odd, I plan on her finishing and creating the rest of Rovon's wings and having them work properly.
That is indeed the part, the making them work properly.
Yes. Because they gotta go wee without.
Yeah.
He's heavy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's heavy.
Yeah.
He's heavy. He's all metal. Of course he's heavy.
Yeah.
And plus with all the stuff that he's carrying too. Yeah. Because that shell's just not for prettiness.
Yeah. His shell is very much pure metal too. It's meant to defend him, so It's even
Yep.
heavier.
It is. But it's pretty. So yeah, that's what I'm planning for Odd. In real life, personally, I am working on a book right now. So,
Like writing?
yep.
Oh, that's cool.
It's the first book in its series.
That's awesome.
So,
That's very awesome.
thank you.
I hope
Don't
that
know
goes
when
well.
it'll be. Me too. I don't know when it'll be finished or anything, but it's getting there. You know.
Well, every step forward is still a step forward, no matter how small. Even
And I
if you
got the
have to
major
improve.
issues
Yeah.
ready to go. Because I already got the world created, magic system set up, most of the characters set up, and most of the plot lines set up.
That's
Ooh.
good.
So. Just having some little issues with some other areas. But that's okay.
That's fair. Chunky boy. Very chunky.
Is it even still a thing on there? I never see anybody hit it anymore.
Hmm.
Oh, you took hydrate off.
No,
Nope,
No,
there
it's
it is.
still there.
Nope, there it
Down.
is.
I was thinking explosion.
Explosion.
I figured. I'm so happy.
I think.
Kind of wish you would hear it too.
I think
Yeah.
that's. I think that's what that is. I could be wrong.
Explosion or 5 mundane magic items.
Who knows? Could definitely be worth it one way or the other.
Congratulations for the new EA. We only get magic items from the viewers.
For this magic item, you need at least $7.99. What is $7.99? One of the people watching. I know what $7.99 is. Well, sadly, I'm 4K points away to explosion, so till the future I wait.
Wait, how much is explosion?
20,000.
Oh, I'm already there.
Oh,
I'm already way past there.
it's far too bad that I am the only one that.
Actually, I'm almost let me do it for you.
I hate that noise so much. I put it there because most people know what it is. But it's so annoying. That's why I put it as
I
such a
don't know
high
why it's
amount.
getting such popularity and like it's.
It's because it's stupid and it's funny. And people love stupid funny. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Exactly.
Why is not the world here then?
That's the ooh, the noise. And then I think there are actually like bit noises that people can do too. So I can do all of them because they're all free for me, including in stream. The worst part is he types that out and I can hear the sound playing in my head.
I actually don't know what it sounds like.
It's awful.
Don't.
It's so
Don't.
bad.
Yeah,
I hate it.
it.
It's supposed to be funny, and don't get me wrong, for certain people it is, but I hate it so much. Oh man.
Ooh, here's a question because I'm pulling up some questions. Who in the party would your character trust the most with their life?
Mm.
I can already answer. It's gonna be Rovan.
Person.
Okay, Dwindle.
There you
They're
go.
basically the same thing.
Basically.
Where are they?
Yeah, just
It's
one
like-
walks on 2 legs, the other one walks on 4.
It's,
Both of
it's
them
like,
have
it's
so
like,
much
it's
metal.
Like, it's like saying it's a Warforged is a person. They're not. They have souls? No, they don't.
It truly depends, because the auto gnomes are actually people. Warforges are not, unless a soul is implanted in them, and then it's a walking suit of armor.
Nyla, who would you trust in the group?
I don't know, it's hard. It probably wouldn't be Odile, only because like I had as many interactions with her. Not
That's
that
fair.
he doesn't trust her, but
Oh, I wouldn't even trust her.
Bit. You just barely got him. Exactly.
I think she'd be fine with any of them, but that's not why she'd be worried or why she doesn't have trust for them.
Who's the least?
What?
I made the joke. Who's the least? We all thought of one person. It's like, probably not gonna end well with that one.
Wait, then James, who would Dwindle trust the most in the group?
None of you have lied to him, so it's all equal. With his
Yeah,
life?
that's
No, I don't. He trusts Spit more with his life. And
who does everyone trust most besides their companions?
I can't even really call mine a
No
companion.
one.
I could just barely buy. I just barely bought him. Like, I trust you more with my light. Because one way, if I'm starving to death, I thank you for your sacrifice. I just watched Spit run away first opportunity. I don't
Yeah.
blame him.
While we're fighting the trees, all you see is him running
Uh-huh.
away.
Just, I knew this happened. Grabs the javelin. Ugh.
Oh, God. But Will, who would you choose if you were in the group?
Dwindle. Simply because of the fact that I can put him in front of me.
It's so true.
Gotta love the tank.
Yep. He's the tank of the group.
The tank, the front line, the person who charges into everything and everybody has to focus him, or they just pain.
I want to be him.
Ooh, here's a good one. Does your character regret any particular choice the party has made? I think we have too many to count, huh?
Reynolds, I'm just looking at him like, huh? Continuing, she should have gone back to flaming broth.
I should not have joined this group.
Dang it! Why did you have to put the "let me do it for you"? That's all I can. I can just hear the voice now. Just on repeat. This is probably one of the easiest things I've ever done. For miniature wise. Let this dry. Oh, these are fun. Good choice, Dyla.
Yeah. Some of them are more relevant than others, but I figured, have some picks from it.
Who's most likely to give all their money to charity?
Wendell.
Yeah.
Nyla maybe, but everyone else is just like they're already offering to give stuff, so she hasn't really had the chance to be generous.
Who's most likely to rule the world? The group?
All of you. Actually, I don't know that our group is very likely. To change or save the world, maybe, but I don't know that they have money.
Most likely to blow their money on impulse buy.
Mary.
Yeah.
Most likely to order a pizza for the next 24 hours.
That's a good one. Hey, or Dwindle?
Yeah. No, that's just me in general. That just sounds good.
That's what I was thinking.
Me more than it is Nyla.
If I had that money, oh, that pizza.
Who's most likely to cancel plans at the last second? May.
Yeah, May.
Who is most likely to throw a fit during a game of Monopoly?
Wendell.
Wendell or May? I could totally see May getting really into it.
Donda be like, are we done? Most likely to bring home a stray puppy. That's a good one.
Three of us.
But yeah,
That's
I
that.
guess all of us are highly likely to bring home a stray puppy.
Who's most likely to? I don't even need to finish that one. Who's most likely ready to sleep anywhere? Yeah.
Odd too, though. 'Cause she really couldn't sleep anymore.
Who's most likely to be the first one to die in a zombie apocalypse?
May.
Yeah. Dwanda loves battle. He not stupid though. You're like, so if I get bit, I die. Need
Good thing
more.
I have all this armor.
Need more.
Well, I could see Dwindle and May, like, we did the owl bear where Dwindle and May just rushed straight in and then I got like ambushed by it. So I don't know. Depends on how many zombies
Combat.
there are.
Most likely to shave their heads for some reason. Bundle. No, actually, no. That's actually quite the opposite because the dwarves love. They put so much work into their when it comes to facial features and hair, really. So that's it's like because they're not. Would my actions represent my clan well? Because they're not individuals. It's most likely to pull a cane on the award stage.
Kanye, but I have no idea what Kanye pulled on stage.
Oh, it's when he did the Taylor Swift. Yeah, it's when he went on stage. When Taylor Swift got that award, and then he was like, Beyonce had the best song of all time. Yeah, that's what that is.
Most likely to learn a foreign language.
Odd.
We all know multiple languages. Our characters all know multiple languages.
Yep.
Those who are not human have to.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the most foreign languages?
Odd has 3.
4 languages total.
Oh. Wow.
So including common.
Who's most likely to be a poet? Nyla.
Poet.
Yep, Nyla.
Who's most likely to complain about their ex?
May.
Dwindle.
I would be interested to hear about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start thinking. Would he complain? I don't think he would complain. It was a very respectful relationship. It just didn't work out.
Tell me more.
That depends on the relationship, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. By X, do we mean X mounts? If mounts are in the picture here, like rams and boars and horses, I think it'd be Dwindle if that was the case. Diplomatically. Who was most likely to become the next USA president?
Again, I don't know if anyone in our group would really
I
No.
don't feel like anyone in our group wants to be like that.
None of us
Just-
have much of an interest in power, like that kind of power. Political power.
Yeah.
I guess if we just take out the USA president ordeal, we just pull
would
into a
be
place
royalty.
of power.
Next leader of their clan.
Who would be the next king or queen?
Yeah, I don't really see anyone in
I
the group.
think really Dwindle but that's very unlikely. It's just because of Dwarf Clan ordeal.
How about this? Who in our group would be most likely to like accidentally be elected into something?
or
All of a sudden they're
Mayor
doing
of the
bad
Drunken
or something,
Village?
and they're like, "Wait, what?"
How did I get this? I drunk the previous mayor under the bridge? Oh.
Actually, wait. You know this isn't gonna happen or anything. Which one of us would turn into the BBEG? Like, who do you think would turn like that? May, yeah. I feel like Dwindle.
Actually, Odile.
Really?
Yes. Oh, I think you. I think Odile.
Oh no.
It's just.
I think all of you could if you were given the proper reason.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Nyla definitely has like that chance, but she would probably like really stay away from it as much as possible, and then it's like a last minute fine switch over.
Trying to, but she's got a curse apparently.
Yeah.
BBEG. There's also BBEGs aren't evil. So not all of them are evil. Some of them are just going for a goal that really just doesn't work out for the rest of the world. While they could work out for a different group or faction, for example. Yeah.
There are big bad evil guys, and then there are big bad guys, in my opinion. You've got the evil characters, which are of course evil. They're innately evil. They're the ones that just want to destroy the world simply because they have the power to, and they want to show people that. And then you've got the big bad guy. You've got someone who is seen as an evil entity or a bad guy, but they may be doing it for the right reason. They're going about the right reason for the wrong way. And that's why I enjoy making my big bad evil guys absolutely destructive moral questions.
Who is most likely to listen to classical music?
Nyla.
Yeah, Nyla.
I'm just thinking.
Like the both of
genre
them.
would each of them listen to?
Honestly, everyone. Because it's the age.
Yeah, it's true.
But of today's genres, what would each of your characters listen to?
Screamo.
Yeah, I could kind of see like heavy metal or something for both of you, honestly.
Yeah. It would
Either
be
classical or
full-on
heavy metal,
screamo.
like no in between. It's one or the
Dwindle, but that's more my preference because I prefer classical music. I can just imagine, man, he just blood going everywhere. He's in the middle of battle. He's got headphones in. It's probably got to be the heaviest metal in the world. No, it's just do 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 do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even if it's not in battle, like either of you just at the forge, someone sees you got your earbuds in, you're like dancing and headbanging like you're listening to heavy metal, but then you pull out an earbud, it's just classical music. I think both of you
Exactly.
are that type.
Yep. You think one thing and then it's something else. The problem is that happens to me in real life too, though. Like, I've had people come up to me going, "What are you listening to?" And I'm like, "Nothing." And then they take my earphone and they go, "Take it back." Okay.
I would. No one ever do that to me. Am I really fucking rapid?
Who's likely to be a stand-up comedian? May.
Okay. Easy.
She wouldn't
All
even
the May
realize what she's
comes
doing.
up. Nope.
She'd be an accidental comedian.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see her running up in that situation. I feel like that's already practically happened a couple of times.
Thank you. I'm gonna go back to
Who's most likely to be a world traveler?
They're all world travelers.
Not Dwindle. Not Dwindle. Won't travel. Man, I traveled so far from the forge. Crap, I left it on.
I feel like Nyla is more of a world wanderer than a world traveler.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like that's also May too, because she's not. It's more like she's not realizing that she's traveling.
Yeah,
She just keeps going.
sounds alright. Just sort of going wherever it takes
Um, Most
What
likely to
business
start their
do you-
own business, huh?
What business would each start? If they were to start a business.
Forge.
Yeah.
I feel like May would have a pet shop.
Yeah, Nyla would probably have a library, bookstore, used books.
Books that she's read.
I personally like it.
I don't know what kind of business Odd would run. Like, it would definitely be something mechanical. I just don't know.
A mechanic shop.
Yeah.
This day and age.
Yeah, just a basic mechanic shop.
Toy store. I think Oda would run a toy store.
Oh, that would work.
Oh my god, yes.
I like that.
She would make all the best toys. Actually, that's one of the subclasses for an artificer. I decided not to use that one. Who's most likely to have the most piercings?
Intentional or unintentional?
Let's go with intentional. That'd be May.
Yeah. See that?
Oh, these are good ones. Most likely to get arrested.
May.
Who hasn't been arrested yet?
Nyla. You haven't been arrested yet.
I guess that's true.
Nyla hasn't gotten caught yet.
That's a true rogue.
I've gotten caught so many times.
Has Dwindle been arrested?
Yeah.
He willfully went to them.
But he
Yeah,
was still
I mean, he was
arrested
still
to
in a
do so.
cell over there.
Yeah. Yeah, we were still technically
Restrained?
yeah. We were put in a cell for a night, so we were arrested. We were detained.
I'd still arrest
Act
you
on a
for anyway.
crush. Most likely to act
May.
on a crush, May.
May. She's
Most
already
likely to
done it.
join the army.
Have a crush, May.
Just join the army. Dwindle's already done that.
Is anyone else likely to join him?
Yeah.
Most likely to win the lottery.
Mm.
Due to luck or
Based off
other
of her luck
reasons?
so far.
I feel like May's most likely to win the lottery, but then lose the ticket before she can actually cash it in. That's the election.
Yep.
So Nyla gets it then because she finds it.
Yep.
Be a couch potato. Not Dwindle. You can't sit in one place for too long.
Yeah, same goes for. I feel like same goes for all of them. All of them.
Yeah.
Paper.
Yeah, none of them can just sit around. So.
Be late to an event.
All of them.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if Nyla is actually supposed to go to something, she'd be on time, but she very rarely actually has to be someplace at a particular time.
Lose their phone. So in this case, lose their sending stone.
May, because he already threw it away.
Was it a nat 20 on that one? It was at least very, very high.
I have no idea.
Confront a burglar. Dwindle.
How would each of them confront a burglar?
I feel sorry for the burglar.
Me too. Because all they'll see is shiny metal teeth in their face.
That's not good.
Always carry a pen, Nyla. Start a fire? May.
Nyla or May?
Go surfing.
Not Dwindle.
Yeah, not odd either. She's staying away from the water. Like, she's not going near those boats either. So I feel like it'd be
May.
The process of elimination, I'd say May.
May. Chin chest, train a partner.
I don't think any of us would.
I don't. For once, not May because she's so infatuated with them. I think she'll be the most loyal.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think Odd would ever even get a partner.
This is where Nyla would cheat on a test, but not on a partner.
Take a great picture.
Okay.
Talk in your sleep. Dwindle. Get a weird tattoo. Dwindle. He's already got one.
May probably had some weird tattoos too.
Adopt a stray dog. Everyone. Become bald-headed. Dwindle. OC most likely to rescue a stray cat or dog. Audile or Nyla
To adopt a stray cat or rescue stray
to rescue.
cat. Yeah,
Yep.
Break the law.
May.
all of them.
Dwindle don't like breaking law.
Nyla will if needed, but she's sparing about
I'm a parent.
Dye their hair. Become a parent. May.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that actually.
Move to the big city.
Dwindle.
She's
There are
there.
more forges there.
Dwindle's already there.
Yeah, but he'd move in there just to have more furnaces.
Wait, so you're telling me there's a bigger furnace over there? Yes. Why did you say so? Hotter forge, more metal to melt, faster the metal melts. Or not melts, but what's the term? Be successful. I gotta give it to Dwindle or Odile.
Yep.
Because they're just go-getters. Work fast food. I don't know that one. So I guess work a cart then.
All of them would work fast food. It's whether or not, or it's who would last
How long would
longest
last? Yeah.
without hurting somebody.
Oh, odd.
I feel like maybe Nyla as well. Definitely not May. May wouldn't last very long.
No, May
What-
and Dwindle
what-
be out like the same day.
We would not go out
Dwindle would just the first rude customer that walks in. he's gonna get kicked out rapidly.
Yeah, I feel like Nyla's responsible enough, but she would just be really bored and really sad. So she wouldn't like it, but she could.
Win a dance off.
Dwindle.
Yep.
Yep.
Dwindle.
No.
Dwindle. Dwindle!
Dwindle's
You're already
fine.
showing our dance moves. Come on, Dwindle.
I'm really surprised I got a 20 on it. I'm really surprised. I'm like, okay, apparently it looks like I gotta add to my backstory. Dwindle likes to dance from time to time.
He took professional dance lessons as a child.
Or was probably forced to.
Yep.
Dwarf women are scary. Go skydiving.
Not Dwindle.
Odd.
Nyla would.
Dwindle will be like, oh no, oh.
May wouldn't either. The bridge.
Yeah, May hates the heights. That's right.
So
Die
Odile
first.
And Nyla can go skydiving. Other two can wait on the ground.
Yeah. Two of us are up in the sky. You two are on the ground. Bye.
You forgot to grab feather falling this time, didn't you? Yeah.
Single question. Who
Die
would like to
first.
die first?
May. I'm
May.
sorry. I'm sorry. You keep falling every time.
Ever since the beginning. Yes.
Start a fight. I don't know. It's between May or Dwindle. I don't know who will start the fight more of.
It's the two of you.
May will start the fight. Dwindle will continue the fight. I feel like he wouldn't be quite as likely to start it without already having some sort of provocation.
Misfit.
Unless
Forget
it comes with
birthdays.
magic.
Forget birthday. I don't dwarves when they're stubborn memories. They would just so it dwindles out of that just from being a dwarf. They put a lot of emphasis on remembering things. Who would forget?
I don't know.
Maybe May? But I feel like May would remember too, and she would go all out.
I feel like all of them could go either way.
Yeah.
Unless alcohol is involved, then people might forget. Flirt with strangers.
May.
Right. Have a flip phone. What's the replacement for this? Have a bag of holding. Odo.
Yeah. That,
You can make you can Odo can make one.
yeah, I can. I've already looked into it.
Having outdated technology, which wouldn't be Odile.
That's better. Dwindle. Well, looking at it that way. No, doesn't mean it's better.
And then there's Nyla, who just doesn't have technology in general.
Die in a zombie apocalypse. What's all this zombie apocalypse stuff for these questions?
Coffins become maracas during earthquakes.
Definitely some repeats, and there's definitely ones that I didn't read until after I copied and pasted them, like most likely to Peter Fits.
So, I have to ask. We've been going over questions, and we've been doing, like, what you all believe your characters would think personally about very specific situations and what you all anticipate for the future. Based off of everything that's happened so far, based off of the information you all have right now, what do you all think is going to happen in the story? What are your theories? What are your thoughts? What is your Will-O-Wisp wisdom?
Sure. Me?
Any of you. What do you all think is going to happen in the story? What are your theories? What are those thoughts inside your head that bounce around now that you have the information that you have about the world and about the quests that you're on and about the interactions you've had and about your backstories now?
Chaos.
that is a certainty. That is a certainty.
Yeah, I don't even know. There's just so many possibilities.
There really is.
This is for helping Lance too, so I must respond.
Well, either way, I have a general idea of what I'm going to do with this campaign. At least these lower levels and how to start it off. But what do you all think is going to happen? Based off of what you all have collected, information-wise, what you all have seen, how you've interacted.
I feel like we're gonna get a lot more stuff going towards this shadow figure that keeps following Nyla. Like, they seem to be, like, very big on this story. And I'm interested to see where it goes. But I feel like the more we go with it, the more information we're getting for it. And eventually it's going to become a much, much bigger picture than anything else we're doing.
Maybe maybe it'll incorporate some of the smaller quests you picked up on the way.
Yeah.
I suspect that will be all told, or May will reveal to everyone what she is.
Oh, I hope she does.
Or be forced out. Would not be pretty. I believe that this bludgeon. Hey,
Hello.
Hello.
howdy, howdy.
Hi.
Mhm.
Let me catch up on this for just 2 seconds.
Just a moment when I studio mode.
She has to go fix.
Well, I don't have to fix much. I have to swap Nyla and May's cameras. That's it.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Let's see.
Now May is the dungeon master. That was interesting for a moment.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
I feel like May would be an interesting dungeon master.
I can't take a lot of things seriously sometimes, so I'd probably not be good. Interesting, but not good.
Interesting and good are the same thing in my book.
Really? That's interesting.
It's a catch-all for all kinds of things.
Yeah. Also, may become a parent the most likely to be a parent. Yeah? She would, just for throwing material.
Oh no. May would become the parent that then Nyla would adopt it to protect it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
That is.
And then Odd be that aunt that just gives it a whole bunch of gifts all the time.
Blundell is the horrible
godmother.
uncle. The horrible.
Takes him out to go fight owl
There we
bears.
go.
Giving it a sword when it's
Do this.
blue.
I'm teaching him how to survive.
He's 2 years
Leaves
old.
him out in the wild.
Hmm,
To, you know,
it'll be
help teach
fine.
him. It's like that one episode of like, what was it, like Family Guy? They go to a native casino thing, and Peter has the whole like trippy scene where they were left in the wild to become men.
Oh man.
Have you
Family
ever
Guy.
seen that?
Family Guy is
It's
something else. But how about you, May? What are your thoughts? What do you think is going to happen?
in the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had an answer. So I feel like I feel like it has something to do with the war going on. Or maybe that's just an interesting thing about the world. But I feel like it's much bigger than ourselves. And I feel like we're gonna die. And that's gonna suck.
So
But
it is the 100-Year War, right? Still, like for lore-wise, it's the 100-Year War still. I'm just going off of previous campaigns.
I feel like it'll affect the war. Not like it has something to do with it. I feel like it'll affect in a greater picture. Like, so, I think something is gonna happen soon. I feel like it's something with the shadow. I think that's what Odd said earlier. Yeah,
Odile did say that she thinks that it has something to do with the shadows.
with the shadows. Well,
Yeah, that our
yeah,
our own bigger picture has to do with the shadows.
the shadows.
Like maybe not with the war itself, but
Really.
for like our little group, that's like the bigger picture,
Our
I
group?
guess.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That and what you are.
Oh, that don't have to do with the storyline.
We'll find out eventually.
Yes, eventually.
Hopefully, Joanna doesn't have to put an axe through it.
Hope not. May's only like moral is not to kill people who are deserving. Are not to kill people unless they are deserving of being killed. Like they've done some offense that jeopardizes the life of another. So to kill anyone if they have hurt, if they, if they're bad. Kidnapping, on the other hand, she'll do. Yeah, she'll do. She'll kidnap someone.
We know.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may have to kill.
Times.
Well,
Crazy man.
well, if it helps at all to kind of create these theories, you've learned of a creature, whatever the shadow is, crafting a obsidian ring using the dwarf. You've learned that a blood gem is likely what its design was meant to hold.
Yes. Oh my.
You
Which I'm guessing is just a power source.
You also have found that Nyla is connected to a creature similar to this. Whatever it
So
is
there's
that was seen.
many. There's many of them.
Yeah, that's what's terrifying
So
about
we're
it.
dealing with some type of fiend.
With this, you also have the side quests and things going on in the side of the story, such as this Beastmaster character.
Not gonna lie, I'm so confused on the whole Beastmaster thing. Like, I'm not confused about like the situation what it is. I'm very curious to know what's going to happen because like we have like nothing on this other than that he's in the woods somewhere around here. Like he could have left by then. He could have they're so or she they
Yeah.
we but you know like what we don't even know if they're there. Very curious.
And that's why these theories are so important.
These theories.
On top of this, one of you has found something very interesting in the basement of a pet shop owned by the Tarkins, as well as one of you finding that someone's embezzling money from them. This brings to light a number of questions, some being of, what are they using the money for? Is it personal gain? Is it something else entirely? Why not steal the monsters? With the Beastmaster. In the City of Crows, It was lichens. Why are there rumors of living plants?
He's probably an alchemist and he's experimenting.
With this, you also have the idea of the main quest. What are these shadow creatures? What do they want with this ring? Why are they making a ring?
This probably doesn't make sense, but like Odd said, they're like there's some sort of like alchemist or like wizard and fiends, wizards and fiends. They sound like they go. You know, I cannot think for the life of me at the moment.
Wizards and fiends and monsters, oh my.
Wizards and fiends and monsters. Oh my, exactly. But Wendell, help me out here. How do you think that could go together?
Are they connected?
Okay.
Are they connected? Do you think they're connected? I think they might be connected now.
This is
you
where
just gave us questions and oh no.
This is where the theories come in. Each of you probably has a number of theories of what's actually going on in this world right now. A number of you probably have a theory based off of what's going on, if they're all connected, if they aren't. And either way, no matter what the theory, nothing's wrong and nothing's right. Right now, you're in Schrodinger's theory. Every theory you make might or might not be right, but you won't know until we get there. However, for now, you have an idea of what you think is going on, based off the information you've gathered and what you've seen and or done. So my question to you all is, based off of what's going on, what questions are brought up in your mind, and what theories do you now have because of these questions and this information that you have? And anyone in chat, you're free to theorize as well. I am happy to hear all of your theories. As the dungeon master who created this story and where it's going, I love seeing if I'm creating a good enough story for what I want it to be. And I hope that I'm creating a good enough story for you all to enjoy and actually create these theories. So, if you have theories, feel free, share them. I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, but I do enjoy hearing them.
I definitely have a bunch of questions and theories, but I can't think of any that aren't like spoilers for.
Yeah, now that I'm trying to think of May because she doesn't really know about the whole leaf dude thing too. The leaf tree, the killer plants.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, I don't think either of two of them know.
I theorize this. 1. The plant, it is not the Beastmaker making the plants, but someone who the Beastmaker is working with. 2. We defeat this plant shifter, if you will. Learn more about the Beastmaster, where the Beastmaster might be connected to, let's say, the man embezzling all this money. Because why else would he come out here into, well, the middle of nowhere?
true.
There's
I'm
more
really
people down more people down south than up north.
I'm starting to really think it has to do with the whole Harkins and embezzling money, though. Like they come in a little, like it did. To me, it would make sense with the whole Beastmaker. I don't think it's necessarily Tarkin's, like, because I feel like if he did, he'd monopolize it, and make it like a thing. So there wouldn't have just been like those three Lincolns. It would be towards like, people of actual power, I feel like would. So it would have to do something with them embezzling money, maybe. But I feel like we can go to Tarkins for help, but not until the whole embezzling money thing comes to a close. Because I feel like he'd have either he's into it, or he would get really interested in it and be like, oh, that sounds really cool. I need to dip my fingies in that hole. Then that would be something we'd have to discuss, because he could potentially make it worse. I feel like, but I don't think he's a stupid guy. So maybe not. Maybe he wouldn't monopolize it. That's all theoretical. I'm so sorry.
All theories are welcome.
Oh, yes. All theories are theories until proven correct or incorrect, and then they're hypothesis. Theory is never wrong. It's simply disproven.
Very true. So Nyla, what do you think is gonna happen next session
I don't know.
with the whole like, how did it end again, Will?
There's an unlocked warehouse, the last on the list.
Oh yeah, and with the Cricklewood and the door.
See, all I can think of is the werewolves in the last warehouse, but I don't
Yes,
think that way. It's just the fact that that's the last time we were really in a warehouse.
makes sense. Yeah, it gives me the nauseating. That's not. I don't know the word.
The uneasy.
Yeah, it makes me very, very uneasy.
Like, I'm guessing we're gonna have to deal with people more than we're gonna have combat in there. But
I have a feeling we're gonna be in combat.
oh, and maybe in combat, but I'm guessing like if we are, it's gonna be with people rather than like animals.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna meet up with someone who knows we're not supposed to be there, and we're gonna try to talk our way out of it, and it's gonna fail, and then we're gonna end up in contact with them.
Yeah. What if they knew? What if? Okay. Just like, what if whoever, like the owner ends up knowing somehow that we're onto him, and I'm so sorry. What's that face?
Wouldn't he have killed you?
Will's face.
I know.
I'm just
What if
listening
he
along to the
somehow
theory.
knows? What if he somehow knows that we're like onto him? Like, and they're already there because he's
Oh,
like
it's what if they try to plant it all on us?
yeah. Let me rethink this real quick. So they're there, and you know they I don't know. I can't think right now. You've caught me at a very inconvenient time in my life.
So if
Yeah.
it's like the guy who's embezzling there.
Yeah, the owner embezzling money. Because the whole situation the day before, that was really weird. Are we following him? What if he took that we were onto him without any connection to Tarkin? because we were following them, and I tried listening in on their conversation and everything.
So what if it's
Like,
a trap?
yeah.
Possible.
Maybe it was just an unfortunate accident of like a monster animal getting out, and the dude tried to escape, and then he wouldn't have put the brick in the door. Never mind.
Also, do they know that I was following them based on me following the carriage? Or, like that I'm involved based on me following the carriage?
I think that's what they meant because they knew that you were the one that followed them.
Yeah.
You
Because he was
rolled
like,
well.
"Yeah, it was your friend, not you."
What's
Sorry.
funny is, funny enough, you actually rolled really well in your stealth, but I rolled 4 of d20s to do each of the guards that were following the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2 of them noticed you. And that was because both of them got like a natural 19 and an 8. Or a natural 19 and an 18.
Stealthy, but not quite stealthy enough. I thought I talked my way out of it pretty well, though.
For the most part.
They're still keeping an eye on me.
For the most part. Nobility is very cautious, however. You know.
Yeah.
Lots of money to lose if they were to be offed in the middle of the street.
Yeah. No, when it was first brought up, I had forgotten that I had that interaction. I was like, wait a second, how do they know I'm involved?
So I have a question for you, Lance.
I've got an answer. Let's see if they match.
Okay. So, can you give me any backstory on the couple of guards that had to transport me to the cell from the pet shop?
Poor guys.
I can tell you neither of them are talking about that experience ever.
Jeez.
That is one of those stories that it will go with them to their grave. They got peed on.
I hate that. I hate that so much. Why was that the first thought that came through my head?
Because you peed on them.
No.
Oh boy. Yeah, I can safely say that they will not be talking about that.
And I hope not. May hopes not.
I'm sure she does.
It's like an intrusive thought, okay? That's all May has. And
How do you live your life?
only
One
Odile knows,
intrusive
right?
thought at a time.
what was that, Noah?
Oh, only Odile knows, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the only one. Don't worry, Secret will go to the grave with me. And Rogan.
Alright. And Rowan goes downstairs, sits next to Rovan, and you wouldn't believe this, buddy.
You got a raid.
Or maybe you would.
Thank you,
Anyway.
average guy.
Hello.
Party of
Just
17
an average
coming
guy.
in. Yep,
That's
I'm the
awesome.
average guy.
Average.
Hey, Princess
That's
Shade.
wonderful.
Thank y'all for joining in. We're currently going over a recap and a Q&A as well as some theories about what's going on in the campaign because May, our lovely player here in the bottom left, they ended up going out with friends tonight, so they were unable to play with us. However, we were able to go over what has happened since episode 1 and kind of get up to the point where we're at in the story. And now we're doing theories and questions and just chit-chatting about what's going on in the campaign and the interactions between the players. So welcome. I'm Will, the Dungeon Master for the Will-O-Wisp Woods of this campaign. And we're happy to have you. We're happy to have you in the woods. We're going very well. Thank you, Average Guy. I hope your stream went well, and I hope that your day or night is going well as well. Hope you all are doing very well. Hello. Have to go eat and collapse. Enjoy your day. Stay awesome. Catch the next one. Awesome. We're glad to have you. We play Dungeons and Dragons every Sunday, or at least attempt to, unless life gets in the way.
More or less.
And we very much try and play it whenever we can. Throughout the week, however, I work, so I try to stream whenever I can. So may not have a whole lot, but I can safely say there at least will be some variety streaming. But of course, you have a wonderful evening. Go eat, collapse, enjoy your night, day, whatever it is for you. We hope to see you next time in the woods. For the rest of you that are still here or deciding to stay, welcome. Welcome to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We're happy to have you. I'm Will. I am the DM for this group, as well as the variety streamer that just kind of plays whatever he fancies in that moment, as well as D&D with these wonderful people every Sunday night. So, welcome to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We're happy to have you, and we hope that you'll follow the fireflies, because you never know what stories they may have. Now, we were
Line,
at
guys,
the,
he set the line.
wanted to share the love since it's been a minute. Average has an amazing community, so I asked him to share it. That's amazing. A Citadel paint handle over there. Is that a Citadel paint handle?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Our lovely
Yep,
Dwindle
so-
is painting a gift that he got. Would you
Can
like
we
to
get
share?
a close look?
Yeah. Let's see what you've got so far.
Hopefully the camera's good. I don't think the lighting's really the best right now. But it's a
Little
bit
lower.
rough right now.
There, lower.
Not the best camera look.
We can see the paint thingy.
It's,
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
it's coming along good.
it is an Illithid pirate. So, or Mind Flare pirate. I prefer the term Illithids. They're blast. I love them. Yeah. And for people who are interested in this in Citadel, yeah, definitely. I cannot recommend these bases enough. I got this. I got the smaller one for miniature. Evan, if you want to go for the big, you got the big as well. They're awesome
Oh.
miniature. They're awesome little things to help you paint, so you don't get really as much paint on your hands.
That's awesome.
They're wonderful.
That sounds
Good eye
awesome.
for noticing.
Mhm.
I am definitely going to be following the Average Guy back after this, so that's wonderful. But
Average guy's awesome.
yes,
I
all of the
respect him.
people, all of the
I
people.
love that name.
I
I'm
love
just
that.
an average guy. It's amazing. Amazing name.
Right on. Love me some paint handles. Had 12 of them before I didn't.
Oh. Hopefully you got enough.
But yes, we recently did a gift exchange, Secret Santa, and that was for Christmas. So our lovely Dwindle here has an addiction to painting the little miniatures for D&D, as well as the lovely just D&D addiction overall. So the Illithid and his favorite creature being the Illithid seemed to be just the best idea for one of our players to get him. He was actually nice enough to also do my favorite creature in D&D 5e for a little bit more of an idea of his skill. an awesome owl bear with my favorite colors personally. So,
Will-O bear.
yes. All of my players are amazing. They're all absolutely wonderful humans. So, I'm so glad to have them, and I'm glad that this little group gets to play, and we actually got to do all of that.
Hmm.
You have a wonderful evening, day, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you. We hope you enjoy Average Guy. Thank you for popping in, and thank you for that raid. That was amazing. We hope to see you next time in the Will-O-Wisp Woods. But, so, May, you were in the middle of saying something, if you remember.
I don't remember.
Oh, we were talking about the guard's backstory after you peed on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to our stream.
Welcome to the Will-O-Wisp Woods, where one of the players tried to get out of a situation by literally peeing herself. If you haven't seen it, we have all of the episodes from 16 up to the most recent on the YouTube channel as VODs. Feel free to catch up on those. I did not know that you could export videos from Twitch to YouTube directly, and I thought that Twitch would just keep them up. So we lost a bit of those, but I plan on exporting them every session now. I plan on trying to get them exported and uploaded to YouTube at least an hour, or at most an hour after our sessions, because otherwise I'm going to completely forget, and I'd rather not do that. So,
Yeah.
But-
What a perfect segue.
exactly. But
That was awesome.
we have some wonderful players who make some wonderful decisions in game, and they're all very interesting. They all make wonderful, interesting ideas. So, the idea that one of them did the one thing that most people don't realize still happens with bodily functions in these games. You never see anything like anyone going to the bathroom or anything like that in movies or these fantasy
Watering the
things.
flowers.
Nothing. If Illithids wasn't too strong, he'd throw them every chance he'd get. That's why he tosses spiders so often and horrifies and angers me.
I am notorious for using blink spiders. Hate me if you will. I'm guilty of that.
But-
One of my favorite was previous campaign, Lord of the Rings. I created one of starts with M. I've forgotten the spider's name, but Merug, something like that. But I made a gigantic blink spider.
Oh. Oh.
It was probably one of the best, coolest fights possible because it's also like think of Dul Guldur. That's where the battle took place. So think of the broken landscape, the towers, amazing fight. It was a bunch of fun.
That sounds really cool. Like the spider crawling around everywhere on the walls and the landscape. And
Yeah, and the thing is, it
Oh.
blinks. It fades in and fades out every.
oh,
So it's a real pain of a fight.
Except for my
Lance,
character.
How long did I spend on the map? On making the map. It was.
Oh,
You were partially there for it because I
helped
wanted
you
to
with
like.
the lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Took you, I think it was 3 weeks, because you were doing the shaping the first week to actually get the shaping done, and then you did the actual like physical landscape itself that you wanted for the floor and everything. That took you a majority of it, and then we had to go through and do the lighting on each of the individual pieces of it.
so question.
Answer. Let's see if they match.
How how do you guys make your maps and stuff?
That depends.
Really?
Because If
feel like
I
it's
prefer Roll20.
yeah, Roll20 is pretty good.
understandable.
And in all honesty, I'm lazy. So if I can manage it, if it's just a basic like you're out in the woods and you just run into some like wolves or something like that, I'll just find a forest battle map online. And most of them are free to use anyway, so I just use one of those. Otherwise, I will actually go in and I'll create the map based off of what I'm wanting through like there's a website I use specifically for like indoor maps, and then there's one that I use for outdoor maps. Like James said, Roll20 is really good, but
Okay.
yeah, that's about it. I think there are a number of websites you can use to make maps though, so that's good.
Okay, that's awesome. I'd really like to get into map making and stuff like customly.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh, it's
both
fun.
like I'd like to get into like 3D printing.
Woo!
Um and like printing like minifigures and stuff for like props for actual like game board.
Yeah, that's something
Woo!
I've been wanting to get into, is customizing, like making custom ones. I've been painting them. I've been starting like a little Etsy thing. That'd be fun.
Welcome, welcome.
Absolutely.
Thank you for bringing more wisps to the woods. We're glad to have all of you.
Woo!
Hey, Brags.
Hello. Hey Bricks.
And thank you for 3 months as well.
Rex.
To anybody who's just joining in with Brags, welcome. Welcome to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We're happy to have you. We are currently going through a recap of the campaign of the Journey of Grandiasha. Currently, from episode 1 all the way to now. I'm pretty sure the VOD with my recap is up, and I will be posting that to the YouTube channel as well with the rest of the VODs. We have episode 16 to the most recent up on that if you want to go watch and catch up with what I was able to put up. But otherwise, welcome. We're asking questions of the players. If you have any questions for them as characters or what their thoughts in the campaign so far are. We're also doing theories, and right now we're just kind of chatting about the story so far and little things like that. So, if you all wish to, feel free to ask questions about the characters or the story, anything like that. We're happy to answer. Yeah. We're glad that you followed the Fireflies to hear their stories. Because the Will-O-Wisps are always happy to share. So, I'll be your dungeon master for the night. Or at least now that Braggs has brought you all here. So, welcome, 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 welcome. Glad to have you.
I would like to actually have Braggs join us one of these days. Just has him as like a little guest character. Like start doing that. That'd be really fun.
That would be fun. That would be very fun, especially with him being a fellow DM. So, if you all have any...
I can't hear that, sadly.
I do. I do. I definitely do.
What?
You redeemed the sound, and I hear it, so...
I'm sorry. I just wanted to see what it would do.
It's good. You'll definitely hear it on stream, because it's set up to where it should go through on stream.
I see it. It's there's a little drawback. I see it. That was funny. You're welcome.
But
What can I say except you're welcome?
But welcome to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We're glad to have you. If you have any questions for the players, feel free to ask. They're happy to answer, I'm sure. So,
Just make sure they're the right questions, or like I'll kick your butt. I'm joking. Only a little bit.
That sounds like something May would say. Yeah.
Oh no.
But we do play every Sunday, and each of these players has a wonderful character that joins this wonderful, wonderful game and makes it what it is. This game would not be as fun as it is without them. So we've got our wonderful Dwindle, Snow Rage, a wonderful dwarf who would rather jump off of a wall covered in an owlbear cloak than be caught by guards. We've got Nyla, our lovely archer, with a very interesting shadowy friend, May. Well, May is May, and she hits things very hard, as well as goes down in almost every fight at least once. By the
I'm
way,
not a one and done person.
oh yeah, we know, because every fight you have gone down at least once.
You know what? Consistency is key, okay? I bring him back every week.
And then we've got Odile with her wonderful metal companion Rovan, our artificer. Each of them have their own amazing personality and way of bringing their character to life, as well as our little mascot Wispy up above Dwindle. So,
Hi, Wispy.
if you all have any questions, feel free to ask. But, so,
We described Rovan, our party puppy.
Odile, would you like to do the honor of describing the
Feel like-
party puppy?
I can't believe he's a party puppy.
It says meow.
Well,
Funny enough, he's part fox, so I mean,
yeah,
he is in the dog family,
yeah.
and he barks. Well,
Yep.
chirps technically, but
What
He
He
does
makes
the fox
interesting
say?
sounds. So Rovan is my metal contraption. He is 4.5 feet tall. So he's legitimately double my character's height. He is completely made out of metal. He has a body of a fox with a turtle shell that is used for defense and storage, but also inside the shell are collapsible wings that are still in the process of being worked. But his body is mostly orange, like a regular fox, with the white snout and like little white on his tail, like it was dipped in paint or something. But I noticed when I was talking to Nyla, you would think that it would be more like sheets of metal for him, but he's not, except for his shell. It actually looks more like wire cables of how he's built. So, but he's a good boy.
Yeah.
And yeah,
he's very special.
he's
as
not.
well.
He is, and he's not afraid to get his mouth dirty to protect me.
As he's proven.
Yeah.
As that poor person has lost their head.
And not in the metaphorical way.
Yep.
Rovan very much did loose a lycan's head from its shoulders. It was very interesting.
In one swift motion.
Oh yeah.
And wait, and you said the BBEG could be May, and then we come to the conclusion that it was everyone. That was odd. I think odd would be the big bad.
Odile.
100%.
Yeah, Odile. If any player were to turn, Odile would definitely be BBG.
Absolutely.
I thought of that too, going, she would turn so quickly. unfortunately, but I didn't want to say that.
Got the tragic background,
There's
the
nothing wrong with it.
personality, and just you have Rovan, the evil sidekick. That's not actually evil that we all love, you know, like Iago and the one cockatoo dude, the parrot. What is he? What is he from Aladdin?
Jafar!
That's Iago.
Iago.
Oh, it's Iago. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, from the Lion King. From the Lion King, the bird from the
Yar?
Lion King.
Oh, he's good.
No,
Not
no,
Rafiki. Rafiki
I
is.
know, but like the actual, and he's good. He's just it's the sidekick. You know, all of them have it.
I don't remember Scar having a sidekick.
I remember him
He's
trapping
not
the toucan.
technically. Yeah, the toucan. That's his. That's the you know the captive
Zazu.
Gonna be
or
a mighty king,
Zazu.
so enemies
Yes.
beware. I don't think I've ever seen a king with quite so little hair.
I still love
Oh
the
my
fact that you
goodness.
guys all agree that Odd would be the one to switch.
Like I said, as a DM, I genuinely believe all of your characters could become a BBEG through the right reasons.
Yeah, I think it's possible for all of us, but in completely different ways for completely different reasons.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And how quickly it would happen too.
Humanity has gone against the dwarves for far too long. You must start an uprising, and and show them the light and the wrong in their ways before it's too late.
Yeah. Those darn humans. May would pull like a Death Note. And, like you know the movie
Ouch.
Death Note, it's the whole light Yagami thing.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
Definitely mad scientist vibes.
Mhm.
Yeah. hmm Honestly, I know what she would do too if she was.
If I
The
was
If Odd was the evil, I already know what she would be doing.
really,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what contraptions and things she would be using.
Bazooka, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum.
No. Think more gases.
Mustard gas. Oh, I love mustard gas. It's really good on salad.
So let's see.
Delicious.
Who's next then? We got Odell, somewhat covered.
Nyla would simply lose one of the other players, and it would be in a way that just absolutely snaps, and she's gone.
Yeah, I think also like it's not necessarily by her decision, but just like enough psychological manipulation.
Oh yeah.
She's not that far off.
Oh, I'd like to give you a hug, honey.
And then someone would destroy all of the hot tieflings, and May would just absolutely lose her shit.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
One hot tiefling dies, May just decides to destroy the world.
We do not deserve to live in a society without this
We live in
specimen.
a society.
You wouldn't get it.
Oh, Dwindle. I think it would take a lot more for Dwindle, but if someone were to just put up prohibition, I think he would lose his shit.
Oh no.
No, I think it would genuinely take more than that. But if it were to like be the downfall of Flammenbroth or something like that, he would definitely quickly
Oh
become
gosh.
the leader.
The
Oh, yeah.
leader of the
If
dwarf
prohibition
resistance.
did happen, would Dwindle just completely ignore it, or would he like fight to overthrow it?
I think he would just ignore it
What is it?
and like fill all of his spikes.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, for people who
could
do
see
not
him being,
know,
like,
I'm playing Dwindle Snow Rage, a mountain dwarf
Are you
with
lawful as Dwindle?
Hmm?
Are you a lawful something?
lawful. neutral good. He's neutral good.
Okay.
He's
You
neutral
seem
good.
more on the
He's
lawful side than some, so I could see you like enforcing it, but like also wanting to.
no.
get
So
into
he
it.
will enforce it pretty much. Just human laws are a bit weird to him at the current moment because he's just been in Flame and Broth this entire time. So
So if it was a human prohibition, you just ignore it. If it was a flame and broth prohibition, then you'd try to overthrow it. So
It wouldn't happen if it was a Flemin broth one.
yeah, but he's a battle rager, so he's. But I know for those, it's not good. I know, but it's not about being good. It's about having fun.
I will say, for
Absolutely.
those that do not know what we're talking about when I say Flemin broth, I mean,
Ooh, map show.
yes, I mean this. Welcome to the world of Grandiasha, a wonderful expanse of my creation. You see, this creation, my creation, happens to be that of one large continent split into two parts. This continent, split between East and West Grandiasha, over here in the top right corner, you can see a one Flamin Broth Mountain of the Dwarves. This mountain happens to be home to the dwarves. It is very much their homeland, the mountain that they live in, the mountain that they come from, and the mountain that supplies most of their lifestyle. And it is very much the very life force of dwarves themselves in East and West Grandiasha. However, Dwindle would know a little bit more than anyone else about what's actually happened when it comes to the dwarves. So, I can safely say that there's plenty to learn when it comes to the world. So welcome to Grandiasha, the grandscape that is the journey of Grandiasha. This campaign is of my creation, but these players are of their own.
Something else entirely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Madness? Question mark.
Oh yeah.
Madness, yeah.
Madness is a word for it. Yeah. Let's go with that.
It's most Twitch friendly.
Just gotta resize everything because after updating it, I actually have not messed with this page. So all of the cameras are a little funny
Lovely.
looking.
Bees on my head. Yeah.
He's on your head?
Yeah.
Oopsies, indeed.
I just got a text from my mom saying she decided on a burst of energy to foster a cat. She sent me the picture of the cat, and I thought it was like a propaganda survey, like, not survey, petition. And I was like, oh, let's see. And it was my mom, and she sent me the picture of the cat, and she's really cute, and her name's Yuki.
Aw.
Oh, Yuki's an awesome name.
I love her. Sorry, that has nothing to do with D&D or this group. But
Nothing wrong with
Yuki is
that.
very cute. Absolutely adorable.
But, yes, the Mountain of Flamin Broth here in the top right. Let's see. Flamin Broth, Mountain of the Dwarves.
Underneath you.
Yep, underneath Nyla in the top right. But that is the world of Grandiasha, as you can clearly see. Right now, our players are in the northern city of Crestia, right here on the map. So, they're currently following a few leads and figuring a few things out, but for right now, they're there in Crestia, learning more about the current situation, as they are following a few leads. One being, as I said in the recap, a shadowy figure managed to cause the creation of an obsidian ring that seems to, hopefully to the being, as far as the group knows, house what is known as a blood gem, a very powerful stone or gemstone that is so rare there are only 2 in the world. One owned by a family, a noble family in Crestia that deals mostly in jewelry and gemstones and more. And down there in the far right, that kingdom of Frant, the current queen of Frant is the only other person with a bloodstone or a blood gem. So, with that, they decided to go to Crestia. However, getting to Crows there, they had found that the city was on lockdown due to some sort of strange plague or something of similar issue. And come to find out, there's a figure known as the Beastmaster that has come north. And now they're tracking him. So, if you want to learn more, feel free to watch the VOD, as I will be posting both the original VOD for the first half of this, with the recap and a lot of the questions, and this one, where we do mostly the theories and chatting about the campaign itself, on the Will-O-Wisp YouTube, and on here if you wish. But for now, just know that there is a lot going on, far more than the players realize just yet.
You know, Will, the whole thing, like, I feel like if May puts together, like, the whole, like, I know we were talking earlier, the Warlock and Fiends thing, mixed with, like, the Beastmaster and stuff, like, I feel like that's gonna suck, because that's some PTSD right there, you know? Like, I think she's gonna link that together, and then she'll act stupid on it, probably. Just we don't think about actions. But I hope I don't run into him, May runs into him if she puts that together, because she'll kill the dude. 100%.
Mad.
I don't know if you read my backstory and stuff. I have to change it a little bit. But, like, that, whew!
He's randomly rolling. Oh no!
Oh no!
He's randomly rolling.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait for the dice jail I ordered to come in, because that dice, I just rolled it 4 times, and every time I got 2 1s, a 3, and a 7 just now.
That is
The day
awful.
when we don't play D&D.
Seriously. But, nonetheless, hey DM, why are you lying to the adventurers? I'm not lying. I'm simply stretching the truth. It's much more fun. So much more fun.
Why do I feel like if you were a villain, you'd actually like you as a person were a villain, you'd be exactly like Mira.
This is personality. I don't know about that. I don't-
Yes, it's all a giant gotcha game. Everyone who has any common sense knows there is a toy shop located in Freyet that sells blood gems and 1 gold coin mystery bags. Oh man, so true. How could you just foil my plans like that?
Turns out it's just the entire next continent over.
Oh man.
Blood gems? Oh no, those are common. Here, just take them. I don't want them.
They're uncommon everywhere else. They're common here. Get them out.
Go, 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 go!
Oh boy. Keen Mind does wonders. It really does. Keen Mind is a very helpful feat. It's amazing. I personally love it. James hates it when I play characters with it, but I love it. Oh man. You can actually, funny enough, you can talk to James about how good I am at being a villain.
James.
He asks me for help on one of the characters that happens to be a mini BBEG in his campaign.
Player party spit, and yeah, she's officially now like a villain. So.
So you've played campaigns under as with Lance as the DM before, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite villain he's done so far?
Why do they call it Serpent Sea when no one has seen a serpent in the last 10,000 years since Rita Repulsa was locked away in a sewage lid on the moon?
And Ada and Nyla.
Favorite one is the one I helped build. The Beholder under the name of Zenithar? Not Zenithar, but not Zen. I was thinking about Zenithar's guide because of Beholder, but it's what is his name? Starts with a Z.
Zarin? Zareen?
Maybe. Zerif? I think Zerif. It's around there, but it's a mad scientist beholder who has a wizard lackey who's just like it's amazing.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so so the beholder is just constantly studying. Turns out a player in the group madness at party, by the way, if you for what had happened in there. Absolute madness. Long story short, Vecna took possession of one of the players' bodies. The holder, which changed the player's body a bit because, divine being taking control of the body, gonna leave some remains. The beholder is now extremely interested in divine being or divine player being. So he's constantly just ooh.
Oh my goodness.
It's fun.
That sounds like an experience. An out of body experience.
It's terrifying. It is terrifying. Yeah. Best part is the players don't know.
Jeez.
I don't know if Forcecliff is still in here, but
Oh my
DM, what are you
gosh.
going to do if the group suddenly reveals they each have a ring and you hear them say earth, fire, wind, water, and heart, and you know who will appear from the skies after that? Funny enough, I'm not entirely sure that Captain Planet could actually survive in Grandiasha.
Oh my gosh.
Is he strong? Yes, I admit perfectly well that he is a very powerful children's hero. However, there are far worse things than the environment. In the environment.
Dragons galore.
Do you
Oh my.
think Captain America could fight a 1v1 a dragon?
No. 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 That's funny. No.
How
What
I,
about Iron Man?
Yes.
given enough time,
Okay. Like preparation time or like time to fight it?
preparation.
Okay.
Because I don't think he would last long, depending on which type of dragon.
Wait,
Yeah.
last never mind, let me not make that joke.
He's not a bard, he's an artificer.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
you're
Spider-Man wouldn't survive. Batman wouldn't survive.
Batman would
Superman?
survive. Holy crap, he would survive.
Given
Oh,
enough
He's got the
time.
Hercules.
cash.
Given enough
he's-
time.
He's
Okay.
got the cash.
Batman would only survive if he had enough time.
Right. I feel like Batman would pull like a Hercules, you know, like get swallowed by it and cut off its head. Or like punch out of it.
The Disney
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, like punching out of his throat.
I don't know. He had trouble with Superman, and he made a suit specifically for him.
Ah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Oh. My mom, when I was like 15, bought me that action figure of the Batman from Batman vs Superman, the armored. It was really cool, actually.
That's fair.
That was really cool. What about Superman?
I think Superman would be fun.
overpowered. Yeah. It's
Oh.
literally an angel just hello.
Absolutely. But for Nyla and Odd, I had one question because I asked the Dwindle. Dwindle has question. Like, what is your guys' favorite moment thus far in D&D?
We got asked a very similar question earlier, and it's a very difficult one. There's just so many good ones.
That's very true.
We had a few ideas, myself included, of favorite.
Cheers, Will.
Well, that depends. Because I have a favorite for combats, as well as interactions and emotional stuff. Each of you have different interactions that I really enjoyed watching, as well as interacting with, because you all are very well adept at playing your characters, and the idea that you all are very different in how you interact with the world, but also have your own little personal moments. For me as a DM, that's what makes me very happy about this group, because each of you have your own moments and nobody tries to overshadow each other. I actually have issues trying to get you all to have those moments for yourselves. But when they do happen, they're all very well done, and you all are very, very wonderful players. So
On that note, I've
That's
been meaning to
awesome.
add, just like, I so appreciate that even though 3 out of 4 of our members are pointy-eared females, that's pretty much where the similarities stop. Like, we have just 3 completely different characters other than that, and it's really fun.
exactly.
Like, it could easily
Yeah.
become like so redundant, but it's not.
Absolutely. I think that's what makes it so much fun because we are so different, and
But
it's
it
fun
is nice to
interacting
keep
with
party
one
together.
another.
The
Hmm
poor pack horse Dwindle.
Dwindle is
Yes.
very
The
much
magnet.
the protective, almost like older brother kind of character, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then you have Odile, who is the very inquisitive, very interested, and very creative character, mixed with May, who's the very hit first, but also ask questions at the same time kind of character. She very much is very fun. She's very active. She's very interesting, and she does interact a lot with the other players just because of the fact that she enjoys being social with them. And then you have Nyla, who is very quiet. She's very in her own world, but when she does seem to get comfortable, it seems like she's very open and very curious, and she's very helpful and just happy to be there and help the group. So I think all of you are very interesting characters with your own little things.
hmm
It's
Yeah.
it's very fun watching all of you interact, genuinely speaking. But that's my personal opinion. Each of you may have a different opinion of each other's characters.
Me as a person, I think I will always like hold our characters dear in this because this has been such a like life changing, like altering. Like it's altered my schedule. It's altered like me randomly throughout the day. I think back to our Sunday sessions and I'm like, I could have done this, or I'm going to do this soon, or like what the heck is Nyla hiding, and why is that so crazy? And Dwindle, the porcupine.
Yeah, I know. I always get off and I'm like, okay, now I gotta make art.
How long is he gonna
Like a
continue to deal with us?
D&D high or something.
I
hmm
don't know. Just like, I'm like, has the debt been settled?
And I'm
Has
like,
the debt been settled? Is he going to stay after this job?
I
Is
feel
this a
like
good
Will find
choice?
a way for you to.
Oh, most definitely. There is no way I'm allowing Dwindle to just disappear.
if nothing else, May's
Absolutely
gonna go
not.
and grab him and just carry him back like she did with me that first session.
You're
I
not
would.
supposed to be wagging wheels. She's wagging wheels.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't try and grab him. I wouldn't recommend that.
Me
It'll be
by the
fine.
ankles.
There's spikes there too.
Just ends up like Hasbullah. Hangs him upside down, flips back over, just whap.
I'll pull like a cowboy and lasso.
That'd probably be your best move, honestly.
Hmm. But
Sack of potatoes.
genuinely speaking, each of you are very interesting players and very interesting characters as well. It's actually really nice because a lot of times I do have issues like trying to get players to actually play and interact and stuff like that. You all you all do it in your own ways, but you enjoy playing, and that makes me very happy. It makes me very happy to know that you all are enjoying playing and actually having fun doing this, and the idea that each of you are going through and actively trying to interact with the world in your own way.
Thank you for all of the kind words. Because that feels nice as a player
Mhm.
to hear your thoughts as a DM.
For people who have started this campaign saying that you're brand new to D&D and you have no idea what you're doing most of the time, you all are doing amazing, in my personal opinion.
Thank you for teaching me how to play D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I played
I
before,
had
but
no
it
idea
was
what I was
like
doing.
this.
That's the first time.
Glad to be of service.
Glad to be of service, sir. Master has given Dobby a Glock. Dobby is very confused.
Ow.
Dobby is confused.
What is this witchcraft? Muggle-lippins.
Back on the topic of guns. Odd. What do you think how do you think we gave Dwindle a gun?
Oh gods. Give him a blunderbuss or something. He goes to fire it. It just fires him backwards like the short person on Pirates of the Caribbean.
He's got the strength to handle it, though. First time, you were like, "This is you." Takes it back. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I like this.
Hey, bitch, come here. I have an idea.
Just mount it on the side.
I do not plan on Odd making guns,
You
but
don't
she's
plan
gonna
on
make
it.
other things that go boom.
C4 for you, C4 for you, C4 for you, Nyla, and C4 for you.
I mean, here's the
Is it
thing,
really
though.
wise to give explosives?
A fun little fact on backstory, but it's not going to give any spoilers or anything. She has made military grade weapons.
Whoa.
Hello there.
So,
Hello
That's some
there.
interesting character information,
Are you
actually.
from the east?
Mr. Stark, is that you?
Mr. Stark.
I don't have that many women following after me, so no.
Not yet. Whew.
I don't think Odd wants anybody following her like that.
No, she'd have
But
a problem with people following her.
yeah, she's not interested at all. Unless if it's a
Hey.
machine.
But not
Then-
only is he a playboy, he's also a genius and a philanthropist.
Uh-huh.
Billionaire.
Yeah, Odd's just the genius.
And missing a heart.
Yep.
Missing
Odd
a
has
heart?
a heart.
She does?
Yep, she has a heart. You just don't see it yet because you haven't done anything to give her her heart.
Oh, that's fair, that's fair.
Why would I be
So,
afraid of it?
you want me to Indiana Jones this? Just
No.
oh.
Oh my
Let
goodness.
her
Wait.
keep her heart. But yeah, I just thought you guys should know that.
Yes. Yes. Wait, Tony... Oh, wait, no, he doesn't.
Plus, I thought we agreed that Odd is more what did we say she was?
Batman.
No,
Who did you
no,
say?
Bruce Banner, right?
That's Batman.
Wait.
No, that's Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. Bruce Banner is Superman.
The whole
So-
Bruce Banner
Hulk.
is the Hulk.
He's
Yeah.
he's the Hulk
Mark
version.
There's too many
Ruffalo.
Yeah,
Bruces.
didn't you decide to Grandiasha the Hulk and then you're Bruce Banner or something?
Yeah, I was Bruce Banner, and then Dwindle was the Hulk.
Yeah. There's no crossover, but just.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What was Nyla and me? Wait.
Who were all the people?
May is very
Hold on.
much Black Widow.
You
Oh,
wouldn't like me when
Yeah.
I'm angry.
Nyla is.
Uh,
Nyla seems more like, because of her cold calculations, Hawkeye.
yeah, that's actually who I have her down as, is Hawkeye.
Who did?
That makes sense
Yeah.
for our relationship too, I feel like.
Hawkeye and Black Widow. Yeah, actually,
Mhm.
that really does work.
Yeah, it's very sibling-like.
That's really accurate.
Hmm.
Actually, I also have May down as Black Canary.
I don't know who that
who that
is. Oh, Black Canary from
The arrow.
Okay. But I also have Will down as Professor X or the Watcher.
If Professor X can move anything with his mind, why doesn't he move his legs?
No.
No.
Don't do him like that, man. Don't do.
That's a question that has haunted me since I saw that TikTok. It genuinely bothers me now because I think about it and I'm like, wait, why doesn't he?
Such a
Handicap
question.
priv.
Wait, he doesn't have like telekinesis though.
He
It's
does.
mostly mind.
If I'm not mistaken, he does.
Or
Yeah,
He
yeah, he
has-
does.
Hold on.
I think
you
he only talks to people. I don't
Professor
think he moves stuff.
X.
And like he can convince other people to move,
Professor
but, like,
Xavier.
Professor X. Powers. He has exceptionally powerful telepath who can read and control the minds of others. That's disappointing. Wait, that makes even less sense. If he can control minds, then that means he can control the part of his mind that tells his legs not to work anymore and just tell it to
Actually,
stop.
he can't because the spinal cord is severed, and that's not something that can be communicated with anymore.
Wait.
So, but he can
I don't think he can
communicate.
do that to anyone. I think the same thing would happen if he was talking or like controlling the mind of someone else who was paralyzed. Is that like your brain can't connect with your legs if your spinal cord is severed.
We also can talk about the mutant who has the worst, who's constantly forgotten.
Which one?
That's his power, or that's his thing. People forget him just as soon as they're.
That's lovely.
That's depressing.
That
Yeah.
is.
A little bit.
I will have to say,
Silence,
like,
that's real.
can't if okay. Out of all of the mutants, there is one that comes to mind immediately, and it's this boy. He ends up awakening his mutation later in life, like as a teenager, and he's on his way to school, and people just start combusting,
Ooh.
and Logan has to kill him because his mutation literally just lights people around him on fire. And the only reason Logan can get close to him is because he literally cannot light Logan on fire because of Logan's mutation being the way it is.
Holy cow.
That's the psyche power.
Woke up, his mom was gone, and yeah, it's sad.
Oh, and Logan's power, the reason he's dying is because of his skeleton.
Yeah, that's adamant.
Metal poisoning.
Yeah, he's got adamantine poisoning. His original mutation was his beastly senses, his heightened sense of smell, sight, hearing, stuff like that, and then his bone structure being able to bring out those claws between his fingers. And then after the adamantine skeleton was put into him, it's a metal. No matter what kind of metal it is, give it enough time and it'll start to oxidize because of liquid and oxygen. The body is nothing but liquid and oxygen. So his entire skeleton started to slowly rust. From there,
Oh my gosh.
his mutation with the superhuman healing, by the way, the superhuman healing is based off of the idea that they are all genetic mutations. Genetic. Whenever a cell is hurt, like if you get a cut on your arm or something like that, cells will split to heal said cut. And each time a cell splits, a little piece of that bumper at the very end of the cell will fall off. Logan's were meant to be modified to where that would last longer due to the fact that he's constantly splitting his cells and they're constantly rehealing. But after a while, it starts to get into the chromosome itself. His body
Never thought about that.
is constantly fighting off adamantine poisoning, but you never see it until the movie Logan, because it's gotten to the point that far in the future where his chromosomes have split so far it's cutting into that portion of the genetic code that does his healing. So it's slowly tearing away at his ability to heal. And due to that, his body is no longer able to fight off the adamantine poisoning.
I never thought about it like that. That's really interesting.
I learned that through TikTok.
I love TikTok and what it teaches us as people.
It's insane. But it's all the genetics. It's insane.
Yeah, and the chromosome line. That makes sense.
He literally lives for
Everything has
150 years, and he has the adamantine skeleton put in him in his like mid-20s.
It's probably lived longer than that beforehand.
I have no
But
idea.
I'm only going off the Origins movie. I don't actually know the comics themselves.
When
Comics change, and it's
was
based on the
the
maker.
Yeah.
adamantine skeleton put into Wolverine?
But like the movie intro was them living like hundreds of years or something beforehand.
In the 1998 storyline, how old was Logan when the adamantine skeleton? Logan was born in 1832, but his mutation didn't trigger until 1845 when he was 13, as shown in X-Men Origins Wolverine. So from 1845 to 1979, he had no adamantine skeleton. That's 134 years living with his mutation.
It was a really interesting intro.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
Like,
That's really
the only
interesting.
takeaway I had from the movie. Him and his brother fighting all the wars over the course of that time.
134. And he took a nuke to the face.
He's cooler than Captain America. And older.
That's also because Captain America really is just an enhanced
Base
human.
stuff, yeah.
However,
Makes sense.
However, that man is terrifying, not because of his super strength or speed or anything like that. He is constantly doing trigonometry in his head.
That's amazing.
Think about it this way. Captain America, his shield, the only thing special about it is the fact that it's metal that cannot be destroyed. And
Well,
even
Wolverine
then,
is.
Captain America proves that his shield can be beaten by the correct people. If you watch, there are scenes where his shield doesn't come back because it is not magic, it is not magnetic, nothing. He is constantly doing math in his head, constantly, to figure out where he needs to throw it with the right amount of force for it to bounce off of targets and then come back to him.
That's so freaking cool.
It's insane.
Oh.
However, we got way off topic, so
A little bit, but no problem. I love that.
however, we started a little late, and we have technically been streaming for a total of over 4 hours now, as OBS has told me. This session of the stream has been almost 3 hours. So, we got quite a bit done. We talked about quite a lot today. And let's see if there is anyone online to raid. Because we've been streaming for a while, and people are still technically watching. There are a lot of users in chat. The viewers are a little low because of the fact that some of them are inactive or just lurking, which is fine. However, let's see if there are people that we can raid and say hello to. We're going to...
Who we rate it?
That is a good question.
Let's do it.
We're just going to raid Nixia again, because Nixia is amazing, and she is just absolutely hilarious.
Absolutely, we love
Actually-
Nixia.
Actually, let's see if there is a Dungeons and Dragons stream that
That's
we
very
can
loud.
raid. Because I feel as though we should continue the story. Let's see. Who to raid? Who to raid? Who to raid? That is the question. Is there someone we can raid? Well, I guess not. Oh well, we'll raid Nixia, because she's sweet, and I think people like her, so that'll be interesting. We'll do that.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Because she's playing Tarkov right now, and she is awesome. Oh yes, remember to mongrel raid it up, because this is the perfect opportunity to be using it. This is exactly what we're supposed to be using it for.
Absolutely.
So. We're gonna raid Nixia after our wonderful game. Everybody ready? Everybody ready?
Let's go.
And read.
He definitely like just killed a dude. Like it was one burst.
Yeah, we've heard that blap blap blap, and then that guy is
dead.
deceased. Absolutely.
That guy's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a free kit. Free kit. Anyone else just like really hate how bright all the colors are when you're not on PKs? Hate? Yeah, it's like I like when I painkiller, my colors go to like normal, like, you know, reasonable colors that you would expect from like grass and trees and stuff. When I'm not on painkillers, it's like I'm playing Super Mario. I hate it. I don't have any post effects on either. Yo, what's up, Will-O-Wisp? What's up, Bonkivi? I don't know if I said your name right, but thank you very much. Hello, hello. What's up, nerdy?
Me?
Have a good night, Chagata.
Like I'm taking a look from here. Oh, I see a player. I don't think that's y'all. I'm taking
where?
Yeah, I was like.
This game's looking interesting.
Someone's running in the middle right now.
Oh, Tarkov?
He's running right to left. Right to left.
Yeah.
This guy
Nixie is pretty good at it too.
Dan running up right behind you.
It's more realistic. It's
Where,
one of the more realistic
where,
games.
At lumber piles?
I gotta go
They're running up to Spine Rock. I just
Okay,
can't
okay.
let him kill Sherman.
Oh,
That guy.
Sherman, yeah.